Tanzila, start.
Okay. Known one and all. I, CA Tanzila Khan, would like to be your host for today. Today, we have gathered here for the orientation program of the certificate course on real estate. As all of us know, that real estate industry has immense potential, but there is a lack of specialized educational curriculum for the students in this fast growing industry. Hence, HSNC University has realized that there is a gap which needs to be filled. Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate is the first step towards the filling of this gap. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Hoshang Gotla, who is the Executive Assistant to Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani and the Coordinator of NHSRE. Mr. Hoshang Gotla, welcome.
Hi, Tanzila. Thank you.
I would like to now call upon Dr. Hemlata Bagla, Principal of KC College and Head of Department of Radiological Chemistry from as many years as we know. She is the Senior Dean of Science and Technologies in HSNC University. She is also an Honorable Director of KC College of Management Studies. Ma'am, with your motivation and support, here we are today with the HSNC University and with the new courses that the students require. Ma'am, I would like you to give a welcome address to the presentees.
Thank you, Tanzila. Thank you so much. Warm greetings to one and all. Friends, today we are witnessing a rare phenomena which is happening for the first time in the institutionalization in the field of real estate in the education sector. In today's orientation program of the unique and phenomenal Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate, first of all, let me take the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. Advocate Chetan has very aptly remarked on the day of open house, and he introduced him as the king of real estate and also the Amitabh Bachchan of real estate. Our Honorable Provost of HSNC University, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, sir. He is one of the brightest stars in the sky of business in India. He is also one of the very few minds who have conceptualized the novel structure of Indian education. Sir, I heartily welcome you to the orientation program, first of its kind and first time in Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate. Friends, today we also have with us Advocate Chetan Kapadia, who have been there with us throughout. In fact, he's the one who has sown the seed of this school. He has worked with Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani for many years now, and that's how he captured the idea, why not School of Real Estate, and that too in the name of Niranjan Hiranandani. To add on to his Bollywood analogy, I think he likes it the most. He must be the Shah Rukh Khan of the real estate. I welcome Advocate Chetan to the orientation program. Today, we also have with us Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi. He's one of the leading experts in the field of real estate. He's the PhD in real estate finance, and he has done his chartered accountancy and also practicing lawyer. What is more inspiring and motivating to know is that he has been writing content and he's instrumental in research with CRISIL, KPMG, the list goes on, CITCO, and many other government agencies and authorities. I extend a warm welcome to you, Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi ji, and you were also a very integral part, a key role which you played in designing these courses and being integral part of Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate. I welcome you to the orientation program today. Dear friends, the HSNC is ecstatic to introduce the one-of-its-kind School of Real Estate under the esteemed leadership of the very inspiring Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. Sir's guidance to the new students will definitely bolster their novel journeys into the industry. I can see that we have many parents here as well, accompanying our first batch of future real estate mughals. I extend a warm welcome to all the parents, and I congratulate them, firstly, for helping their children choose this unique and promising course. It's my humble request to you, not just as a principal of KC College or as a teacher, but more so as the mother of a budding young man, to encourage your children to listen to their hearts. As smart parents who are futuristic to move ahead in future, along with their super smart, skilled children, you need to be super updated with the new educational domains. And here we are. Dear parents, let your children become more knowledgeable about the fields they can help in their specialization, be it marketing, planning, architectural design, interior designing, policy making, and law, I think, which they can pursue in their masters. At Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate, we are providing the rare opportunity to our students to learn the aspects of each of these fields under one roof. We want them to have a specific goal, but with the qualities of an all-rounder. I believe that this will be a base to them from which they can choose their expertise. Such is a scope, and it has been unheard of in recent times. But with the education revolution envisioned by Niranjan sir, we can proudly say that this has actually become the reality. I know that many of the older generation have their reservations about real estate and the assumed risk that this industry holds. But I want to assure each one of you that there's nothing to fear here at Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate, because you will get the insights from Niranjan sir himself, and the excellent guidance of all the experts, all the advisory council, and all the, I would say, the professionals from the real estate with their expertise, their experience of the years, in a very practical manner. And may I say it is a fail-proof outcome. We all will expect a fail-proof outcome. And I hope this orientation program will guide us towards the brightest future of all our students. I thank Honorable Provost of HSNC University, Niranjan sir, Advocate Chetan, and Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi ji for joining us today. I'm myself looking forward to listen to them. Have a wonderful time being the students of NHSRE.
Thank you, ma'am. That was indeed a wonderful welcome address. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. He is the chairman and managing director of Hiranandani Group, president of National Real Estate Development Council of India, and trustee and past president of HSNC board. He is the first provost of HSNC University. Sir, as rightly said by ma'am, you are the king of real estate, so I leave the podium to you. You can take over the meeting completely and give your valuable insights to the students.
A very good afternoon to each and every one of you. It's such a delight to be here with you this afternoon. It's on a virtual platform. I wish we could meet up personally. It would have been a bigger delight, and I'm sure we'll be able to do it sooner rather than later with the vaccine having started and being made available to us. I think the change environment is soon going to happen. So we look everything with great optimism. I have a special thanks to Mr. Chetan Kapadia, Advocate Counsel, personal friend, well-wisher. A couple of years ago, he mentioned it to me when we were working together on a matter. And he said that you must set up a school of real estate, and it must happen sooner rather than later. That was 3 years ago. Somehow or the other, it didn't happen. We procrastinated. And anyway, a time had come where certain circumstances fell into place. And we thought that the germ of the idea that he had actually sown came to happen to it. So Chetan Kapadia, thanks so much for the sound thoughts that you gave for the purposes of creating this advice. Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi of Accommodation Times. His father and I knew each other right from the time that he started the Accommodation Times paper. And after that, Sanjay grew up, and then I became his friend after being a friend of his father. And now he has grown so well in the accommodation arena, and also the education arena. One of his passions is the education part of it. So thank you very much, Sanjay Chaturvedi, for being a part of this whole exercise that we are now doing. And really, that's a delight to have you over here. Dr. Hemlata Bagla, thank you so much. You have put in such tremendous effort in order to see that this happens, and being the coordinator and coordination into this entire matters right from day one has actually been extremely useful to take it forward. I must thank all the president of the HSNC board, Mr. Mansukhani, all the other trustees. I think Maya Shani is here with us today. Thank you so much for all the support that has been there to initiate some new ideas and thoughts and actually bring it to action. And of course, my wonderful principals, the principals who are here from so many of the colleges. I can see Pooja Ramchandani, I can see a couple of other ones, but all of them are really welcome to be here today. As you must be already aware, but I'm going to reiterate a few things, which are facts which are known to some, maybe many, but not known to all people. Our board is 70 years old. We have done all sorts of courses, from art, science, commerce, engineering, pharmacy, teachers training, management courses, all the other things that we have done over a period of years. But they were standard courses which were conducted by each and every of the colleges all over the city, the state, the country, and the entire thing. In the last couple of years, we've all been debating in the board and also considering what are the new things that we have to acquire. And that is how we gave birth to the HSNC University as a cluster university, in joining 3 of our colleges, and ultimately bringing about a paradigm which affects all our colleges, and in terms to bring it up to the next level. Amongst various things which happened in the last 1 year, the worst, of course, was COVID. The best, of course, was COVID. And the reason why I say that the best was COVID is because we learned how to adapt to the changing world which has taken place, and coming to bring in new activities and things which were not thought of before. For example, what we are doing today, to be on this virtual platform and to be able to connect each other all over this place, maybe in the city, maybe in the state, maybe in the country, and maybe anywhere in the world. And that's how the change situation has taken up. And with the birth of the new HSNC University, we found out that we need to create new ideas and thoughts, which are the changes which have already taken place. But we have not built education institutions which would marry with the changes that have taken place. Let's look at the real estate as a business. Real estate as a business today comprises of 7% of the GDP of our country. It comprises of more than 15% of the employment of India. So can you imagine? We have subjects like, let's say, pharmacy, and you have a pharmacist, and we have a college and a polytechnic which gives training to them for the last 50 years. But we don't have anything which really focuses on real estate. And that is how this initiation has taken place today. And our first orientation course is now being given birth to. And this is why we wanted to actually introduce this subject of real estate into it. Real estate manifests in many ways. The first, of course, is the construction of the building, which is architecture, engineering, and that part of it. So land laws, contractual laws, all these things really have effect to it. And I think both Mr. Chetan Kapadia and Dr. Chaturvedi would be able to elaborate on it. And they will, and they can, and they shall in a very beautiful way. But what is it that really we do? In the real estate field, we really require every segment. We also require marketing. We require advertising. We require HR. We require management. We require accountancy. We require the law. All these aspects of it are ingredient into the real estate as a business. And this business is growing. Remember the Prime Minister's call, housing for all, affordable housing for all, and now he's talking about rental housing for all. So a lot of new policies are coming up in the next couple of years where there is going to be an explosion in the field of real estate, explosion in a very positive way, which will bring about an opportunity for lots and lots of people to really get into this trade, whether professionally, whether as an entrepreneur, whether in terms of opportunities in different sorts of ways, and all this is going to be helpful. So when we got together to consider what courses we want to do, the first thing that we thought of was to create a master's degree for students who would be graduates in any field of activity. So if you're a lawyer, if you are a BCom, if you are a BSc, you are an engineer, architect, you name what field or profession that you have studied your graduation, you would take a postgraduate degree in real estate, which is what we are planning to do from June onwards, which is the next education semester onwards, and we hope to do it. But in order to create an idea of the direction in which we wanted to go, and also to see the response of students into this new educational career, we thought that we will bring in two very, very interesting certificate courses that we thought. The first is the regulatory course, which really the Real Estate Regulatory Act brings about it, and more will be heard from both my friends in a little later time. And the second one is a course on entrepreneurship in the real estate field. Both these are extremely interesting. It gives you into an insight into the new industry, into an industry which is very essential into the needs of the people, but in order to cater for an opportunity which many people are not aware about. So by getting an interest into this field, you will understand what is the regulatory mechanism, what are the opportunities of entrepreneurship, and in different ways that we want to bring it about. All this is going to be interesting and more. However, we thought a little differently. How is it that we will learn from this? Is it going to be just a teacher and a student relationship that we are thinking about? No. We decided that we want to make a world of a difference. One, we are going to have interactive sessions. I will also be a part of those interactive sessions. Also, there will be other leaders, advocates, other developers who are part of it, who will be party for that. So you will be able to then interact with the best in industry and in different parts and fashions. Those who look at marketing, those who look at sales, those who will look at law, those who will actually be developers, those who will look at construction. You will get the flavor of each one of them. And this is something very important, because unless you don't understand this, you won't be able to really take a choice in the fields. But this will be very, very, very interesting, and especially that. The second thing that we want to do is to give an opportunity to create internships and apprenticeships. So students who have joined our courses will be connected to many developers, advocates, people in media, people in advertising fields, people in the marketing fields, in order to enhance the exposure of the real estate industry and give you an idea of what it does. So once you have got this internship or apprenticeship, you'll be able to take it far and wide. Of course, the master's degree will take it to the next level. But as an initiation, we have thought that this is a good beginning to take place, and it should be very, very important for students who want to take a career into this field, or even if you get into this and don't want to make a career of real estate, but want to get into the subjects which are subservient to this, it will be a great learning. So we are very excited to bring about the beginning of this course. And I'm grateful to each one of you over here, especially those people who are joining us in terms of teaching of this subject. Many of them have joined over here. I don't know the names of the persons who have just joined already, but they will be shared with you so that you'll come to know of the many speakers. And of course, we have surprises when you join. You will find that the best in class, world-class people will be having interactive sessions with you, and those names will be only available to the people who join. So great day to each one of you. Thank you for being over here and looking forward to a new beginning, a birth of a new real estate teaching course, which will be there. And that we hope will take off in order to bring about the new ideas which HSNC University desires to bring with you, many new things that they will do in future. Good day to each one of you, and thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. It was an absolute bang on for us to know these facts and figures that you stated. 15% employment. Oh, fantastic. It's really fantastic. It was indeed very, very interesting to hear you as always. Thanks a lot. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Sanjay Chaturvedi. He is a research scholar in real estate and he has done his PhD in real estate finance from Mumbai University. He is a practicing advocate in RERA and real estate law. He has authored 37 books and he is an editor of Real Estate Law Journal. Sir, with this wonderful experience, we would like you to share your thoughts with us.
Good afternoon, everybody. And very, very thanks to Dr. Hiranandani ji. I'm really delighted that you casted this role on me. And we believe that whatever we have learned from you over the years will be transferred into these courses, and whatever we could actually accumulate the knowledge, and in the process of making this subjects live to the generation next. Coming directly on the courses which I'm supposed to, I'll give you some very small examples that we are doing this certification course, or maybe we are learning the real estate intricacies, the principle, the practices, the various aspects of real estate. But I will remind you one thing. You may not have thought of a career in real estate, but real estate is in everybody's life, right from your birth to your death. This is where the human activity is all confined to some type of real estate. You require businesses to be run in the offices. You require residents. You require hospitals. You require cemeteries. You require Sansad. You require so many, real estate in your life. Whether you are in the real estate as a professional or whether you are in any other profession, what Dr. Hiranandani said, that maybe you are an architect, or maybe you are a chartered accountant and advocate, or maybe you are a management professional, but you require to understand the intricacies of real estate. Every now and then, and every aspect of life will test your knowledge on real estate. And I'll give you some examples. Suppose you are a managing director or a management professional doing your consultancy to a corporate, and you need to have some funds for your company, and your financiers are asking for some collateral securities, and you need to put some real estate to them. You must know what is the valuation, what are the legal aspects of it, and every aspect of life. There is one English saying, nothing finishes without paperwork. And if you do not know what paperwork you are actually executing, then you had it. And that is where a little knowledge. We don't require you to become an advocate. We don't want you to become an architect, or we don't require you to become a chartered accountant to understanding the accounting standards and various aspects of real estate. But the courses which we have actually devised is going to give you food for thought. We are going to fuel in your knowledge on real estate in whatever field you are. The real estate knowledge and the knowledge gained is never going to be wasted, I tell you. And the courses which we have come up. One is the legal compliance for RERA, and just one or two line on RERA. I'll tell you, the Real Estate Regulatory Act now in place from 2016 onwards, and this is going to regulate the real estate markets. Just like SEBI, just like Insurance Regulatory Authority, any controlling authority which is going to control the development aspect, the transaction process, various aspects of real estate must be understood in toto. Either you are a consumer, either you are a developer, either you are a facilitator, or maybe a vendor to a real estate company, then you must understand what are those regulatory aspects and regulatory legal framework which has been casted on real estate now. Now real estate is not a unregulated industry. Now we are regulated industry. Secondly, the very fabulous course, and I believe so that is what a wonderful course which the team have come up with, is the entrepreneurship. The real estate entrepreneurship gives you a magnitude of the knowledge in 4 different fields, like for example real estate law, real estate finance, real estate management, and real estate marketing. I think that is a very comprehensive certification course which any certification course can give, and the knowledge in this 4 aspects of the course in the certification is going to enhance your knowledge on whatever field you are into. And I believe so when we go further ahead in June, where Dr. Hiranandani has said that we are going to have a postgraduate diploma course, or maybe some other degree, maybe a year or 2, then that will be a very, very comprehensive course. In these courses, Dr. Hiranandani rightly said that we are going to invite very, very specific faculties, those who are having faculty input in the certification course, from the industries, leaders, those who are having knowledge and experience, those who have constructed millions of square feet are going to talk to us one-to-one. And I believe the experience shared by the faculties would be more than any book can teach you, or more than any academic knowledge can teach you. So being with faculties in the real estate and understanding real estate directly from the horse's mouth would be something very fabulous. I think that with these words, I will keep to my friend Chetan Kapadia, and Dr. Hemlata ji have given such a wonderful platform. I believe that the team is going to give you a wonderful experience in these courses. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir, for these wonderful insights on RERA. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Chetan Kapadia. He is an advocate and have worked with Rustam Gagrat and Gagrat and Company. Then joined Chamber of Senior Advocate Mr. Praveen Samdani. He has also had a thriving practice in civil, constitutional, and arbitration matters. He regularly appears in Supreme Court and High Court and tribunals. He has represented the Union of India as Senior Panel Counsel. He was a member of Academic Council of Damodaran Sanjeevaya National Law University, Vishakhapatnam. Mr. Kapadia is also a member of the Standing Committee of the Bombay Bar Association and the Committee for Organizing Educational Workshop for Young Aspiring and Budding Lawyers. I would like to invite him to speak a few words.
Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Firstly, a very warm welcome and gratitude to the trustees of the HSNC University, the Honorable Provost, Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani. I, as always, bow in gratitude to the principals and teachers who are here. They are the architects of our lives. I welcome parents who have chosen to attend today's orientation. and students who are there on this talk. All of us put together is the NHSRE family. And with the NHSRE family is the team NHSRE. I thank each one of you all for the stellar, extraordinary response which has been received for these 2 certificate courses, which were launched just 1 week back. And in this 1 week or about 5 days, we are filled to the brim in terms of enrollments, that the people in charge of admissions and enrollments are asking questions that do we keep it open or should we close it? So my heartfelt congratulations and accolades to team NHSRE for having spun the magic number and got such phenomenal response for the enrollments for these 2 courses. With that little background and a big thank you and exciting times ahead for these 2 certificate courses, I should straight away go for the orientation of one of the 2 certificate courses, that is Real Estate Entrepreneurship. And every student here who is here as a student of Commerce College, Science College, Arts College, or any other vocation or faculty will first ask this question: why me? Why should I have joined or should join a real estate entrepreneurship course? I don't propose to, in the further walk of life, do anything to do with real estate. I may or I may not, until I decide whether I should or I should not. Why should I embark upon this real estate entrepreneurship course? But friends, let me tell you, every industrialist in this country, every businessman in this country, and every employee in this country, whether that employee is an engineer, a doctor, or even a teacher like our honorable principal Hema Madam, there is an entrepreneur in each one of them. The housewife who runs the house is also an entrepreneur, because to do things, you require to be an initiator. You require to be a challenger, and you need to do things and plan things. And that process of doing things and planning things well, doing them successfully, and being a driver so as to achieve the desired goals and results is being an entrepreneur. Of course, in the commercial sense, the initiator, the challenger, and the driver for doing a commercial activity is an entrepreneur who sets up a business or a company. And therefore, whether you'll end up in life being a part of the real estate industry or not, I'm sure that challenges which are successfully left behind by an entrepreneur by virtue of his skill sets are going to be tools which you all will use to be in the driver's seat of this journey of life, have the ability to change direction, accelerate, slow down, or make a venture take off. All of that are skill sets which an entrepreneur has, and the better the skill sets, superior the entrepreneur. All our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them, was said by Walt Disney probably 75 years back. But here, at the threshold of your careers, at the stage where you all are learning before you all start learning and earning in life, all of you all have several dreams and wish to achieve them. So how can this course help you to achieve it is what follows. Some of you all will become graduates, some of you all chartered accountants, some of you all cost accountants, some of you all graduates in science or arts, and move so on and so forth. Some of you all could be into engineering, architecture, designing, marketing, accounts, sale, finance, law. It is each one of these skill sets which, when wed together, become a consolidated total of a real estate company or real estate activity. Therefore, the real estate industry, as it functions, has thousands of participants from different vocations and different skill sets. And when all of them get together and put their brains, there comes a successful entrepreneur, a role model like Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, a chartered accountant by academic qualification, a successful businessman by nomenclature, but deep down within, what he is a top-class entrepreneur who chooses to run his business efficiently, who uses his time so well that he allocates time to medical institutions, educational institutions, and trade associations, as also helps government frame policies which cover not only real estate, but the finance policy of India and several other money matters where the government takes his advice. Now, this kind of a trailblazing life and career is possible if we all develop skill sets which could possibly not replicate but emulate the great qualities which people have. And bearing that in mind is the Real Estate Entrepreneurship Certificate course. This certificate course has module 1, namely personality development. Well, if we have a good personality, our friends love us. If you are a guy, you have a lovely girlfriend. If you're a girl, you have a great boyfriend. It's got to do a great with personality. And therefore, all of us within ourselves to do well at home, at college, and thereafter in life, need to develop a good personality for being an influential and a successful entrepreneur. This course contains a module on personality development, which is very vital to every individual and a required skill set in an entrepreneur. The student will be made to walk through in this personality development module the diverse facets of personality development, right from an introduction to personality development and its components to adopting a correct attitude towards work, towards life, and towards oneself. One of the critical elements of developing a correct attitude is having motivation. And motivation is a state of mind and also reflects a great body language, which follows the development of abilities in an individual to solve problems and deal with conflict and stress management. This module will also teach you how to enhance your decision-making skills and to develop leadership skills and adapt different qualities of successful leaders and work hard as an individual, be a great decision maker, and be a good team member. Very importantly, time management to work ethics and group discussions are also part of this module as an important skill set. Lastly, but not the least, public speaking and developing good oratory skills is an important emphasized aspect in this module of real estate entrepreneurship. Therefore, this module will cover for your students all the skills required by an entrepreneur to successfully not only run a business, but also make the individual a better person, a superior person, a more charming and attractive person in private and public life. And with what I've said till now, you all know by now that therefore this isn't something which is restricted to real estate. It is the challenges of life for which this development of skill set will always be by your side. Real estate is just one of the many things. The next aspect in the real estate entrepreneurship certificate course is relating to real estate management. Now, the same principle which applies to the earlier module applies to this also. Whether you are in real estate or any other course of activity, we all have to manage. We have to manage our time, we have to manage our money, we have to manage our rest, and we have to manage our fun. Therefore, similar to all that management is real estate management. And it is about learning and enhancing one's own personality, which the entrepreneur develops by developing good management skills to manage human resources, operations, and other resources. The course gives a good understanding of the different facets of management, whether it is management of money, management of people, management of resources, or any other kind of management. Therefore, this module has been introduced with special emphasis for this certificate course so as to enable the student to understand that he has to develop good relations with everybody he is working with and how to efficiently handle operations of day-to-day activities of the real estate business or any other business in that case. The critical area of this module being how to make economical and optimal use of resources, which is emphasized in this module. The third aspect is real estate law. We are all driven by hundreds of laws which control our lives. We can't park our car at the wrong place. We can't cross the signal when the signal is red. We can't smoke in a place where smoking is prohibited. We can't drink if we are below the permissible age, and so on and so forth. Life is full of laws, and so is real estate. But the way we need to know what to do and what not to do to live a sorted life, it is important to know a few laws. As Dr. Chaturvedi rightly mentioned, from the time we are born till the time our journey over here gets over, real estate has some role to play or the other in each aspect of our life, whether we are in service, whether we are in business, or whether we are just free. Therefore, with that background, it is important to know a little about the laws which apply to real estate, including RERA, how properties are transferred, and the basic concepts of contract law. After real estate law, the next module of this certificate course is real estate marketing. I'm sure, guys, there are general rules of marketing which are applicable to every activity. If I'm selling an idea to my father, I want to go for a holiday. I have to still market how good the holiday is for me. So therefore, we all apply marketing in little ways in all our expressions, all our communications. But along with that, we need to know the nitty-gritties of marketing as applicable to the real estate industry. Because in today's fiercely competitive online mediums, there's no shortage of potential ways to market real estate. We see full-page ads on the cover page of newspapers which we read, making sure that all of us know that which real estate project is available in which part of the city and country. Well, they seem to be the largest spenders in marketing also, looking by the sheer numbers that they occupy in newspapers, magazines, so on and so forth, by their advertisements. Therefore, this is an eye-opener in regard to the potential which understanding real estate marketing has. Because marketing is connected with sales, marketing is connected with branding, and eventually marketing is connected with the lifeline role model of revenue in real estate, namely sales of constructed areas, which a real estate company constructs and thereafter puts in the market. Therefore, marketing is an important module as considered by the team working on this project, and that's the second last topic of the certificate course. The next one is what covers every little aspect of our life, real estate finance. Finance is something which runs in the blood of each one of us. Our pocket money, how it should be dealt with, is also a financial matter. Our monthly budget and how much we should spend in the beginning and how much in the end is also a financial matter. Similarly, the developer who undertakes projects can't have all money of his own. Some money is his own money, some money is equity money brought in by other partners, and some money is to be raised from the market or raised from prospective purchasers of units of real estate under the project. All this put together and the optimum mix of each one of this results in generation of maximization of profits and ensuring that the project runs smoothly. Therefore, our real estate finance module contains comprehensive details about cost of funds, deriving break-even points, project financing, cost structure, and likewise. It will also take students through a detailed knowledge of accounting standards that are associated with real estate. Well, all this sounds quite a lot, but this is going to be completed by experts from different walks of life and communicate to you all through 25 to 30 lectures of 15 minutes each. And I can assure all of you all that post completion of this certification course, you all surely know a lot more than you all knew about entrepreneurship, whether it is connected with real estate or otherwise. So friends, to sum it up, this course has been designed in such a way that it will give every participant a knowledge on all the aspects of the real estate industry from pin to piano. And as industry standards require a skill set that a real estate professional should possess, this certificate course is a great springboard to move ahead in life. So with that, all that I have to say is the best way to predict the future is to create it. 45 years back, our Honorable Provost, Dr. Niranjan, predicted the future, and last 45 years, he has created it in real estate. I welcome all of you all to join this journey with the Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate and make a better life for you all and all your loved ones. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for explaining all the aspects of the course in detail, be it management or marketing or finance or law, etc., etc. Now, I would like to give a formal vote of thanks and express my sincere gratitude to
Tanzila, can you see that question answers any on YouTube or by participants? Can they come even unmute themselves and want to speak something or ask something? We can keep it open. Are there any questions? There's a question from Aman in the chat box. Please read and ask.
Yes, Aman. Thank you. Good afternoon, Aman. Aman is asking that he is a civil engineer and currently a final year law student at IIT Kharagpur. He has two questions. First is that can I join both the certificate courses now? Will there be any clash between the timings? And secondly, is it for sure that he can do these courses online mode only?
So Aman, let me answer both your questions. Firstly, welcome to the NHSRE family. The courses and its timings are curated in such a way that there will be no clash at all in your ability to be able to attend to both the courses. Secondly, you will be able to do these courses online. The only silver lining to both my answers is that during and at the end of the course, there are going to be some extremely exciting site visits, including site visits at some fabulous real estate sites, interactive sessions with on a personal level with some industry bigwigs, including a site visit to Dr. Hiranandani's magnum opus at Powai and so on. So by the end of it, I hope that you are able to come from Kharagpur and join us for that magnum opus closing event at the end of the course. But otherwise, both your questions, the answer is yes.
Okay, thank you, Aman. I think it should be clear to you. Are there any more questions? Okay, thank you, Samriddhi, for your question. Samriddhi says that she is an aspiring law student and she would like to know if this course will help her in the field of corporate law.
Samriddhi, the course relating to RERA, which is course 1, is substantially connected with practice of corporate law, which you are aspiring to do. So therefore, the RERA course is a must do so far as you are concerned if you want to practice in the field of corporate law. Because a good part of corporate law practice is directly correlated with real estate. And therefore, having a good knowledge about RERA, MOFA, and correlated provisions of the Transfer of Property Act, Stamp Act, Registration Act, Contract Act, and the structuring, which is done through cooperative housing societies, public trusts, and companies as also LLPs now. All of those would be very relevant for you. So far as the course on entrepreneurship is concerned, some parts of it are very useful. The other parts in your practice of law, they may not directly help you, but in your pursuit of achieving greater things in life, I'm sure they'll be helpful.
I hope, Samriddhi, your doubts are cleared. There is someone else. Aditya, I think you had a doubt. You wanted to unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Aditya. Yes, you can.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. So my doubt is, hello, sir.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. So my doubt is, ma'am, that today India is forward in every sector, like technology, textiles, clothing, food, in every sector. My doubt is, India, the population is more and the land is less. Then how can the real estate can grow forward? So that is my doubt.
I think that's a lovely question. And I think a lot of people who are young really find difficulty to answer this question. But the answer is very simple. Because land is less, we need much more attention to detail, planning, design, marketing, sales, and all the other aspects of life in order to make it successful. So it's not only about the population of the country or the amount of land that we have, but it's actually about design, about architecture, master planning, provision of infrastructure and other things, including transportation and those things. So real estate is all about that. And that is why it's a very interesting line to take up directly or indirectly. So I think that's an answer to your question.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Uditi, thank you for your question. Uditi has a doubt that if we are a law student, shall we be opting for a compliance or an entrepreneurship course?
The opportunities are in both. Different students are looking at different aspects of it. As Mr. Chetan Kapadia just mentioned to you, those who are practitioners of law definitely should take up the course on RERA. But those who are looking at a broad spectrum understanding of what real estate and those aspects of profession which are different, and also to get a holistic view in all these aspects, then it's worth doing the other course also.
I hope that's clear to you, Aditi. Thank you, sir. Arihant has a question that he is in 12th Commerce right now, and he will pass his exam sometime in May. So can he join the entrepreneurship course now? This is what is his question.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Okay. So Arihant, I think you can join the course. And Dhwani has a question that which position of internship they will be eligible to take?
Oh, well, no, that is going to be interactive. Internships, as you know, depends upon where you come from, what are the subjects you're taking, and also the different opportunities out there. So we are talking to various other developers also, and they and ourselves and members of Naredco and members of Credai, who are all developers in the country, are going to do it. And some of them are located outside Mumbai also. So it's not only Mumbai, but obviously we would have to look at a suitable opportunity rather than just an opportunity for internship.
There is also one more student, Bhavisha. I think she's in 11th and she's telling even I have an interest. So can she join?
You're young. It may be slightly more difficult for you to get all the concepts in your mind clear. But to give you an initial flavor of it, yes, you can join, but we will probably not have as much use to you as it would be to other senior students. But you're welcome to join. You'll get a flavor of a subject which other people don't know, and you'll be smarter and cleverer than anybody when you go to the next class.
Okay. So also there's one more question which says that after the internship, will we get a help in final placement?
We're going to put across you to various people in industry. The opportunity will definitely be created, but nobody can guarantee a job. But yes, we could do introductions.
Okay. Arihant, the course is going to begin on 6th March. So the lectures will start on 6th March. So your question, yes, you can register, Uditi. So I think with respect to registration and all your doubts can be solved. Okay, there's one more question. Can I now change my course from compliance to entrepreneurship? So I think, Nakul, can you unmute yourself and say, have you registered for compliance earlier?
Yes, ma'am. I registered for compliance one.
Okay. So you're asking, can you change from compliance to entrepreneurship? I think you can do it now since it hasn't started. And rest all the details you will get on the website of nhsre.in. All right.
Okay.
All the students who are asking with respect to registrations and everything, you will get the details on nhsre.in.
Sure, ma'am. I'll have a look at that.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I think, ma'am, we are done with the questions. So
I'm very happy to read that, proud to be part of the certificate course. So thank you, Harshal, and keep spreading this message. This is specially designed for you all. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of takeaways and you'll be smarter after doing this course. And I'm sure you will be spreading the word and many more would like to join. So thank you so much. And the course, as CA Tanzila Khan, she'll be also coordinating the program. The students, we have a group which we have made for you. There's orientation group. We will add on to you. So you may, those who are joining now, we will come to know and you'll be part of the group. We'll keep sending you the entire schedule in a day's time. So not to worry, you'll be informed about all the programs and everything which you want to know. So all the best. Take care. And I over to Tanzila.
thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Bagla, one question. Dr. Bagla, there is one question which is very interesting, and I'd like to reply to that. It says that I'm a housewife and with my BCom 25 years ago. I want to build a career in real estate. Will this course be helpful to you? Yes, all the parents who have joined, a housewife who has joined, different people who have joined will definitely benefit from this course. It will give you a different insight into real estate business. It will also give you a different insight into all the new courses which are going on. Because as we've already explained to you, we are talking about marketing, we are talking about personality, relationships, all these aspects of it will certainly uplift you. So even the parents who are here of the students could also join these courses, and most welcome.
I would add, Kajol, you please convey this information and message to other housewives that we believe in lifelong learning. And you have to be a continuous learner and you can do much more in this field if you're interested in. So we will welcome you on board if you want to register. Looking forward to have you with us.
Also, there's one more question. Is there any study material available for this course, Entrepreneurship 1?
So if I may just respond to that, Tanzila.
Yes,
we
sir.
have a timetable which will reach out to every student, whether he has opted for one course or the other course or both the courses, which will indicate the timings of the lectures. In addition to that, there are modules, and within those modules, there are lectures, and there is a determinant factor as to who is going to conduct that lecture. And in addition to that, comes the answer to your question. There is study material which is formulated, and that formulated study material will eventually at the appropriate time be shared with all the students also. So right now admissions are on, admissions are getting filled in fast and furious, And the course starts, as Ms. Khan pointed out, from the 6th. And till then, we are still taking students. And we will be in touch and communications with everybody who has chosen to enroll.
Now I would like to call upon Mr. Hoshang to give a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Tanzila. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Niranjan Hiranandani School of Real Estate, we'd of course like to thank Dr. Hiranandani for sparing his time this afternoon and being with us. A loud round of applause to Dr. Kapadia, Advocate Chetan Kapadia, for so beautifully talking about the real estate entrepreneurship course. This is his baby, and he's worked on this literally every little detail he's taken care of. Dr. Chaturvedi, his knowledge has been fabulous, not just in RERA, but also in the real estate entrepreneurship, and he's helped us mold this entire course together. Whatever I could say about Dr. Bagla will be less, because she always claims that I don't know anything about real estate, but as an educationist, she is so perfect with everything that she does that she's ensured everyone puts everything in place. Special thanks to Tanzila for conducting this session beautifully, to Roshan, Ramesh, and the entire tech team. We truly appreciate all your help. For all the students and parents who are here today, some of you have already joined up, some of you are still tentative. Both these courses are just the beginning. There are many more courses which are going to happen and take place. The master's program definitely is going to be the page turner in this entire school. These courses do start from this weekend, and they will happen on the weekends and on some weekdays in the evenings, along with guest lectures happening on weekends as well. You still have time to register, but we've got very few seats remaining, and we really look forward to having all of you. Thank you once again for spending this afternoon with us, and we look forward to welcoming you all into the NHSRE family. Thank you.
So with this, I would like to formally call off the session. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and giving me a chance to interact with all of you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Hema ma'am, for giving me a chance to interact and take over the session.
All the best.
Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
With Niranjan sir's permission, we will close the meeting. Okay. Thank you, Chetanji.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Hoshang.